What's up, everybody? It's Legal Tender. I'm back in the building. I'm back in the vote. I pulled out a special Newsmatic item to make a new video. All right, as always, I want to start off by thanking everybody for supporting the channel. Thank you for the love and thank you for the support. Thank you, thank you, thank you. If you are a fan of Newsmatics, if you're a fan of paper currency, if you're just getting into this great hobby of Newsmatics, stay rocking with me, stay rocking with the channel. Every Tuesday is Legal Tender Tuesday, and I will be making a new episode every week speaking about something new, different, or interesting within the realm of Newsmatics. If you have any questions, comments, or input, please put it down in the comment section. I read everything and I respond back as soon as possible. Throughout this episode, if I say something that isn't 100% accurate or is a little different from what you know, please let me know via the comments. I will go back, hit the books, and make sure that I have the right information moving forward. All right, with that being said, let's get into it. But I do want to say, man, I've been making these videos every Tuesday, nonstop, for going on about 2 years. Thank you for the love, thank you for the support, and thank you for the following. And I really love sharing my knowledge of Newsmatics, and I will continue to do so until further notice. All right, so today's episode is, I always say it's different, but it really is. So no production team, it's just me. So let's see what we got. This is what we're gonna be talking about. That right there, if you can see it. See if I can zoom in a little bit. I'm gonna get up on it in a second. That right though. So as I move around, my son got me that. Well, the mask was made with my other son, but my oldest son got me this right here, and I will be speaking about that via this episode. 1 second. All right, we're back. All right, still no production team. It's just me. Some people like that, and I'm a fan of it because I want to give all the attention to the actual Newsmatic piece that I'm speaking about. And this is the piece that I'm speaking about right here. I heard someone speak about tell people your interests and tell them your love and tell them your hobbies because they will contribute to it. And my son got me this right here. He went to a estate sale and he like, know what, Pops, I was thinking about you and I know you're good with the currency. And I seen this and I got it for you. And he just took me away, man. I'm just like, know what, I really, really appreciate that. So I did the research and that is what this episode is about. This Newsmatic piece right here. Let's go. All right, so the image that you see on this wood, it's wood. It's a wooden design frame, plaque, art piece, something. It is a Newsmatic piece. And attached to this wood, and this is actually paper. So this may actually be a legit Confederate note because this is paper that is adhesive or adorned on this wood plank, I'm gonna call it. And then like they made it all fancy with some design features and things like that, engravings or embellishments, and hooked it up. But this image right here is the exact same as this image right here. Now, the Confederate state currency was issued before the outbreak of the American Civil War by the newly formed Confederacy. It was backed by hard assets. Correction, it wasn't backed by hard assets, but simply by a promise to pay the bearer after the war on the prospect of Southern victory and independence. As the Civil War progressed and victory for the South seemed less and less likely, which led to a decline in its value. After the Confederacy's defeat, its money had no value, and individuals and banks lost large sums. The first series of Confederate paper money was issued in March 1861. It bore no interest and had a total circulation of $1 million. As the war began to turn against the Confederates, confidence in the currency diminished, and government inflated the currency by continuing to print unbacked banknotes. By the end of 1863, the Confederate dollar, or grayback, was quoted at just 6 cents in gold and continued to plummet in value. The Confederate dollar, or grayback, is now a prized collector's item in every representation. Thank you for this, son. In its many versions, including those issued by individual states or local banks. Now, speaking about designs, i.e., the images you may find on Confederate notes, zoom in a little bit. The Confederacy, being limited to skilled engravers and printers, as well as secure printing facilities, often had to make do with unrelated designs in early banknote issues. Some such were abstract depictions of mythological gods and goddesses, such as the goddess of liberty. Typically, Confederate themes included naval ships and historical figures. Now, the signature combination you'll see down at the bottom. Confederate Treasury notes were hand signed by various clerks, with exception of the 50 cents issues that had the printed signatures of Robert Taylor and Edward C. Elmore. The first six notes issued were hand signed by the register and the treasurer themselves. While hand signatures were considered an anti-counterfeiting tool, the sheer number of bills being produced could not reasonably be signed individually by two individuals. Women were often hired as clerks to sign for register and for treasurer. Up to 200 clerks were eventually hired for each position. Now, the banknotes that were issued and printed. Confederate Treasury notes, banknotes, were usually issued in the following denominations: 50 cents, $1, $2, $5, $10, $20, $50, $100, $500, and $1,000 denominations, with a variety of designs, issuers, and redeemable obligations. The amount of currency issued under the various acts of the Confederate Congress totaled $1.7 billion. Bills were released in 72 different notes, types, and 7 series from 1861 through 1864. This is one of them right here. Now, images on the obverse of this right here. I'm going to say note of this numismatic piece right here. Now, the image on it is Hope chain. Hope with chain anchor standing between two Roman numerals, which represent X, the Roman numeral for 10. The individual on the left is Robert M.T. Hunter, right here. And on the right is Christopher Gustavus Meminger. The Roman numeral is presented in 3 variations. The first is fine chain maul pattern. I think it's this right here. Chain maul pattern. The second is in a red numeral X right there. And the third one is in a coarse lace pattern. Okay, this may be the lace pattern. This is the red Roman design, and this is the fine chain maul pattern. I think that's what it is. Now, this individual right here, Robert M.T. Hunter, Robert Mercer Taliaferro Hunter, was an American lawyer, a politician, and planter. He was a U.S. representative, Speaker of the House, in a U.S. senator. Now, the individual to the right, as you see right there, is C.G. Heminger, Christopher Gustav, Gustavus, Gustav, C.J. C.G. Let's call him C.G. C.G. Heminger was a German-born American politician and secessionist who played a significant role in the formation of the Confederate States. And all of these images right here is represented right here. And I really do believe this is an actual Confederate note. It's not engraved in it at all. It's like, it's just placed on top of it. You could peel it right here, but I don't want to destroy it or damage it. So I think this is a Confederate note that was placed on this wood, designed, and then they just put a lacquer over it that altered the color of it. But long story less long. Thank you, son. I really do appreciate you. Thank you for thinking of me when you seen this piece, and share your love of your hobby or your interest with your loved ones, because they may actually help build your collection and support your endeavors. 1 second. All right, placed it back. All right, so that's all we got for this one. What is an item that you got from a loved one, someone that supports your love and interest of numismatics? Better question to you: what is your most cherished, gifted numismatic piece? Whether it's a coin, a commemorative coin, a woodwork piece, anything like that. Put it down in the comments. I would like to know what you got. All right, that's all we got for this one. Until next time, keep it legal, keep it tender. Talk to you soon.